Let's get started with email templates. You can find email templates by going to your marketing dashboard, then navigating to Manage, then Content, and then clicking on Email Templates. Here you'll see a template library of pre-built email templates you can build from. Click on the tab Save Templates to view any draft or published templates you or your team has created. You can import templates here by clicking the Import Template button and by pasting your HTML. You can also build from scratch by selecting Create Blank Template. Here you'll need to fill in your template details, give your template a name, set your template language, and click Create Project. You'll then be taken to the email editor. The email editor is made up of a series of preset blocks you can drag and drop and add content to. You can also create and save branded blocks, which can be reused for other projects. In the Styles tab, you can set your email branding. You can set your background color, email width, block background, corner radius, padding, and margins. You can set your text and link colors as well as letter and line spacing. Do this here, and it'll apply to the entire email. You can add additional fonts in two ways, either by choosing a Google font from the drop-down list and setting a fallback font, or you can choose to add a custom font for your template. Again, make sure you set a fallback font so you can control branding. Once done, click Add Font. Within the Styles tab, you can also set styling for buttons like colors, shape, and styling. In the Advanced tab, you can add Google Scripts to your template using the Add button. You can also add custom variables in the Variables tab. Simply add the name and click Save Variable. Our Gen tool helps you create email content with a single prompt. Simply add your prompt and click Reply, and our AI generator will provide the copy for you. Go back to Content to begin building your email. Drag and drop the blocks you need, for example, header, and apply your formatting. Remove areas you don't need. In this example, we want to remove the navigation bar, so we can do that by clicking into the block and removing that section. We're adding a logo here, but it's a little too big, so we can edit the dimensions in the Image Size field. You can set alignment and padding in the fields below. For example, we want this logo left aligned and have set 40 pixels padding to the left side. To save a block, you will likely reuse many times. Click on the star icon next to the block. Add an easily recognizable block name and click Add to Favorites. It will now be added to your saved block section. You can add an image by dragging and dropping the image block into your email. You can upload an image by file or URL. You can also select an image from your media library. Once uploaded, you can add your alt text and image link, for example, your e-commerce storefront. If you scroll down, you can edit the image with the various settings, like making an image full width, editing the dimensions, background color, alignment, and padding. You can add your email copy by adding the text block in the same way as before. Set your font type and size using the drop-down. Add your body copy by pasting it into the text field. To add a variable, click on the text area you want to add it in, then click the variable icon. Type in the variable you want to add, like first name, then click on it to add it. You can set up a fallback text option. In this case, we will add there. And we want to add capitalization to the first letter of the word, as it's a first name, so we'll set that up too. As you can see, the variable has been successfully added to the email. You can add rich text to the content by highlighting and selecting your style. Then add any further styling to the block, like a background color, alignment of the text, and any padding. Here we're adding padding either side of the copy. Exit out of the section to add a new block. We would like to add a button with a CTA to our storefront, so let's drag in the button block. Here you can change all the elements of the button, like the button text. We can add an option to return to site with a link to our e-commerce store. You can set styles to the button, like width, borders, font type, and styling. You can also set the button copy size. Here we're changing the button and text color. You can do so by choosing a color from the color picker inputting a hex code, or adding the RGBA numbers. Once you're happy with your changes, you can return to the block picker or click into the email to exit the block settings. You can add social icons by dragging the social icons block in. You can add URLs to specific social channels like X, Instagram, and LinkedIn. Or you can add click-to-chat options for channels like WhatsApp. Simply choose your social channels you want to add and add the URLs you need. You can add multiple channels depending on your preferences. You can set a font size and icon color as well as other icon styling. You have toggles for different settings, like if you only want to show the icons or if you want the icons to stack on mobile. And again, you can set any padding at the bottom of these settings. Next, we'll want to add a footer. You can add a footer pre-built block here. As we've already added our social channels, we can remove this section and just keep the copy. Here you can edit your unsubscribe link, a legal requirement for marketing emails, so make sure this is added to every email. Plus you can add any additional copy, like company address or a preference center, support links, and so on. Finally, you can do a final content check of your email. You may see areas which need additional padding, so you can just go in and tweak this by clicking into the section and navigating to the padding section. To finish your email off, you need to add a subject line and preview text. Add your copy here, something that will intrigue your customer to open the email. You can toggle between mobile and desktop view to preview your email and check it looks perfect. Make sure to click Save to save any changes you have made. Then before you publish, send a test email to yourself. Select the email channel you want to send from, and then from the list, choose from the drop-down your contact type. In this example, we'll go with email address and add our email, then click Send. Finally, click Publish and your email template will be ready to use in Campaigns and Journeys.